Statements. Holy smokes, they can be as confusing as an instruction manual on how to put together a nuclear warhead. It is not easy. I appreciate and I understand, and this is what we do here every day. And I can tell you that as I look at some of the account statements, whether it is a brokerage account statement or an annuity statement, they get very confusing. So what I wanted to do real quickly is do Annuity Statement 101. So you could get familiar with some of the terms, at least from the annuity standpoint. When you look at your annuity statements, there's going to be a lot of different values on there. You might see the term account value or ending account value and starting account value. Starting account value would be the previous year's value, and ending account value would be 12 months later than that. You might see something called a death benefit value, which would be a value that if something happened to you as the owner of the annuity tomorrow, what would your beneficiaries, your spouse or your kids or whoever you listed as the beneficiaries on your account, that's what they would get currently. You'll see a term, maybe surrender value or cash surrender value, CSV. What that's referring to is if you cashed your entire annuity out prior to the end of the contract term, it shows your value minus a surrender charge or a penalty. You might see something called a market value adjustment or MVA. Those are mechanisms within the annuity contracts that allow the insurance carrier, the company that's holding it, to adjust the surrender value if you surrender your account prior to the end of the term. Those annuity terms are normally 10 years, but some are 7, some are 8. It'll show how many years you have left often from a surrender charge term on your actual statement. You'll show interest credits. You'll see if any interest has been added, there will be an interest line and a totaling of the account value from the previous year plus any interest on the interest line and your ending account balance. If there's any withdrawals, there will be a withdrawal account side on the front page that'll show if you took any money out or if any funds were removed for fees like a rider fee or a strategy or an allocation fee. Those will be on the front of the page as well. Sometimes when you have an annuity that has a multi-year crediting term, a 2-year, a 3-year, a 4-year, a 5-year, looking at the particular index for a longer period of time than just 1 year, you won't see any interest on that statement for that particular allocation. So don't want you to panic on that either. It just means that you're taking a longer look. Instead of just 1 year look at the S&P 500 or 1 year look at the Janus index, it might be looking at 3 years or 2 years. When it comes to that next term, when you get to the end of that 3 years or 5 years or 2 years, whichever strategy it was, that's when you will see the interest credited on your actual statement. So don't panic. Those normally show up a few pages in to your account. They'll show you the starting number for your index and the ending index number on your anniversary date. All right. So if it was, for example, the S&P 500, it might show 3,500 for your starting S&P 500 day, and it might show 3,700 for the ending S&P or any different index. They'll show you the starting and the ending point further on in your statement. So just be aware of those different terms when you're looking at your statements: account values, surrender values, death benefit values, rider fees or withdrawals. And then of course, never hesitate to call our office and ask those questions. If you've got a question about any part of your statement, that's what we're here for. If you're waiting for multiple statements to come in before an annual review, but you just want to know something here, there's 5 or 6 people here that can answer that question at any given time, and we're happy to answer those as you have them throughout the year. But that's Annuity Statement 101. I know there's a lot to look at. I know it's not simple, but that's what we're here for. Happy to help you with that as we go through many more years to come serving you and reviewing your finances and your accounts. Thanks for listening to this, and look forward to sharing more information on different accounts as we go forward. Have a great day.